Hello, I'm Janice and I'll be your nurse for today. And what is your name? Okay, and how old are you?
18.
Okay. Well, you're here for an abdominal assessment, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And I'll be doing some inspection, some auscultating, which is listening with my stethoscope. I'll be doing some percussions, which is tapping, listening for sounds. And I'll be doing some palpation. Alright, so let me provide my hand hygiene. Alrighty. And first I'm going to get down to eye level. And I'm looking at the shape and contour of the stomach, the abdomen. It's flat, it's symmetrical. I don't notice any striae. I don't notice any scars. And I don't notice any abnormal masses. The umbilicus is midline. I don't notice any pulsations or any visible peristalsis. Next, I'll be auscultating, which is listening with my stethoscope. I'll be listening with the larger sound, which is the diaphragm, and I'll be listening to each quadrant of your vowel sounds. Even though I'm listening to several different areas, doesn't mean that anything is wrong. Okay, and vowel sounds were heard in all 4 quadrants. Next, I'll be listening with my diaphragm, with my bell, not my diaphragm, which is the smaller side of my stethoscope. And I'll be listening to vascular sounds. I'll be naming each one of them. Aortic, renal, iliac crest, and femoral. Okay, any tenderness there?
No.
Okay, and next I'll be doing some percussions. Okay, so that's tapping, listening for the timpani. And I'm just listening for timpani. Okay, any tenderness there?
No.
Okay, now I'm going to be doing light palpation, which is where I'll be kind of feeling at 1 centimeter. So I'm barely going to be touching or pushing. Okay. And next, I'll be doing some deep palpations. Did you have any pain or tenderness there while I palpate? Okay. So I'll be doing deep palpations. That's when I'll be going a little bit deeper, 3 to 5 centimeters. My lower hand is going to be flat, and I'll be pushing with my upper hand. And I'll be like 3 to 5 centimeters deep. Okay, just let me know if there's any pain or tenderness. Alright. Any pain or tenderness there?
No.
Very good. So next, I'll be doing some specialty tests. And before I do the specialty test, let me check for the enlargement of the liver. So this is where I'll be just kind of feeling this side, just to feel for enlargement of the liver. And next I'm going to come on this side, feel for enlargement of the spleen. And I don't feel anything abnormal there. Now I'm going to also be checking for kidney, enlargement of the kidneys, which is organomegaly is what I'm looking for. And it's the duckbill hand position. So I'm going to put my hand, lift up a little bit, put my hand there. Okay, you can relax. And I'm just rubbing like that. Just making sure to kind of feel the borders of the organ if I notice any abnormalities. And any pain or tenderness,
No pain.
I didn't notice any abnormalities. Now I'm going to be checking for the Murphy's test. And that's checking for the gallbladder. And so the gallbladder is kind of midline there. And so I'll just be pushing All right. Any pain or tenderness? And take a deep breath for me. Okay. Any pain or tenderness?
No pain.
Okay. Next, I'll be checking for the McBurney's point. I'm going to ask you to take a big, deep breath. Hand is at 90 degrees. I'm going to press in. Any pain when I'm pushing in?
No pain.
And what about when I let go?
No pain.
Alrighty. So negative to rebound tenderness there. I'm going to come on this side. I'm going to push. This is the Bloomberg's test. I'm going to push inward slowly. Any pain when I push in?
No pain.
What about when I let go?
No pain.
Okay. And so it's negative to tenderness, and this is checking for appendicitis, which is inflammation of the appendix. Next, I'm going to be checking the iliopsoas, and it's also checking for inflammation of the appendix, where I'll be checking. Push with your leg for me. Okay, very good. And push with your leg for me. Very good. So the inflammation for the appendicitis is negative. Next, I'm also going to ask you to sit up for me. Face the wall. I'm going to be checking for enlargement. Not enlargement, but the percussions of the kidney. And this is where the kidneys are. I'm checking for CVA tenderness, exactly. And I'm putting my hand pretty much at the left rib. I'm going to hit. Any pain or tenderness?
No pain.
No tenderness. So negative to tenderness with the CVA. Checking for CVA tenderness, and it was negative. Alrighty. Thank you. Do you have any questions for me?
No questions.
Alright. Okay, give a report to the oncoming nurse. We had an 18-year-old male come in for an abdominal assessment. First, I started off with inspection. I got down to eye level, and I noted the shape and contour of his abdomen, which was flat and symmetrical. His color was appropriate for his race. I didn't notice any abnormal mass, any scars, or any striations. The umbilicus was midline. I didn't notice any visible pulsations or any peristalsis. Okay, next I went to auscultating with the diaphragm of my stethoscope, and all 4 quadrants were heard with bowel sounds. So bowel sounds were heard, auscultated, and present in all 4 quadrants. I also listened with the bell of my stethoscope for vascular sounds. I listened to the aortic, renal, iliac crest, and femoral, and it was negative to thrills. I also did general percussions, resonance, and timpani were heard. CVA tenderness was negative. It was negative to light and deep palpations. I didn't notice any organomegaly. The liver, kidney, and spleen were not palpable. Denies tenderness. I also performed specialty tests, which was negative to Murphy's, negative to McBurney's, negative to Bloomberg, and negative to iliopsoas.